You're listening to the All Elite Podcast, your favorite AEW fan podcast for in-depth analysis and discussions about the number one growing brand in professional wrestling today, All Elite Wrestling. This podcast is broadcasted live on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch on behalf of the No Holds Barred Network. The network is your source for wrestling interviews and podcast content featuring independent wrestling and AEW. Also, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So sit back, relax, and interact in the live chat. Enjoy the show.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the All Elite Podcast right here on the No Holds Barred Network. We are your source for all wrestling podcast content and more. I am your host, as always, of the All Elite Podcast. My name is Kyle Masters. I am your Canadian Prince, and I'm always joined by my co-host. Tiff, don't look at me like that. You have nicknames too. Do I eye roll when I say your nicknames? Because I'm about to list all 800 of them right now, and I don't eye roll to each and
I dare you.
No,
Do it.
no.
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here next to me, not literally, but in video land, right next to me is the Lady of the Light Tubes, the Queen of the Indies, the EVP of Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick. This is Tiffany.
What's up?
No, I am not the Canadian God. That is Sean Spears. I am the Canadian Prince. Now we actually have new merch. We got new merch on the site.
Why, I feel like we need the merch freak song that drops or whatever.
God. I think I'd have to go back to the BTE and figure out which one it was, and then have to rip it and hope they don't come down on us for copyright. They probably would. And
let's not do that. Let's not do that.
But how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the All Elite Podcast, where myself and Tiffany talk about everything in that AEW world, whether we're covering or talking about Dark, Elevation, Dynamite, BTE, Rampage in the future. Everything is talked about here on the podcast. We are your number one AEW fan podcast. Again, we discuss everything AEW. Hopefully, you guys are a returning listener. If you are a new listener, welcome. Welcome. We're available on video form. We're available on audio platforms, all on the No Holds Barred Network. But here to talk some AEW as always. But ladies and gentlemen, first things first.
What?
You can see it in the bottom. If you're watching the video version, you can see it. If you're not, you're listening to audio. Listen in. In the bottom right corner of the layout is our wonderful sponsor. That is Manscaped. And guys, we're here. It's summer, right? Summer. A lot of sports happen this summer. The Olympics, we got the Euros, baseball, major championships, concerts are all in the summer. You know what isn't in the summer, though?
What?
Wild, hairy bush. Tame your pubes with help from our friends at Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Their 4th generation performance package includes the brand new Lawnmower 4.0, which I have right over here. Look at this box. Bam! The Lawnmower 4.0. If an athlete treats their body like royalty, why not treat your pubes like an Olympic gold medal? Fellas, do right by your balls and join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com and using our promo code SHAVEAEP20 at checkout. You're going to save 20%. Yes, SHAVEAEP20. You're saving 20%. And on top of that, they got the shipping covered for you. Shipping is free when you're using that promo code at checkout. So go to manscaped.com. Guys, be an Olympic champion of your balls. Manscaped.com.
Do it.
Using code SHAVEAEP20.
Do it now.
Yeah. But yes, that is our wonderful sponsor. We have to love our friends at Manscaped. And I will remember this episode to play the commercial halfway through the episode, folks. I will remember this time because I have it noted in my notes when to play it. So I don't forget, because I forgot to play it last week.
How dare you?
And I had a few people reach out to me going, why no commercial? And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I'll remember this week.
Yes.
Because I know you guys are only here for the commercial. Why else would you be here? Definitely not to hear me and Tiff talk for an hour. Why would you want to do that? But hey, we have our beautiful layout. We got the Fighter Fest layout now. You guys saw last week it was all Road Rager. Now for the next 2 weeks, it's going to be Fighter Fest layout. And then I got a fight for the following one being made for the end of the month. Keeping it themed here. Yeah, no one likes sweaty balls. That's right. No one likes those.
No. Wash your ass. Hashtag.
And that.
For April.
Nasty. Anyways, so yeah, big things this week. A lot of cool things happened this week with AEW. Not only with AEW, but Tiffany with the podcast. We might as well just talk about it right off the bat. AEP is finally reuniting in person. I think the last time this happened was Full Gear of 2019. Yes. And now that, I guess, well, it's not really over, but it's safe enough to do so now during these COVID times. Me and Tiffany have officially purchased tickets to AEW Dynamite Grand Slam in Queens, New York. I'm walking here.
Oh, my Lord, help me, God. Just help me. I have to deal with him again.
Grand Slam, we coming for you. I'm ready. Coming. But there's Conrad. Speaking of right, I said yer, and Conrad appears from Everything Pro Wrestling in the chat. What's going on, Conrad? Yer. We're just saying that we're going to Arthur Ashe Stadium. I hope you are too, Conrad. I really hope you are too.
No, he's actually not. He is going to the Rochester one. Yeah,
darn.
I would have loved for him to come down. I think you should just teleport down anyway, because it's just going to be a big
teleport.
Party.
Yeah. Because that's the thing nowadays. You just
take a Fortnite risk.
You either call an Uber, or you can call a teleport. One or the other.
You call it teleport.
An Uber teleport.
Hey, teleport. Yeah. Come here.
Yes, Liz. I'm here for Tiffany.
What the fuck?
Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, we're going to be in New York for AEW Grand Slam. Got pretty nice seats. We were able to get the pre-sale code on Wednesday. Got pretty nice. That was yesterday. What am I saying? Wednesday. Yesterday morning. Section 50, I believe. I think that's like right down there. So we're going to have pretty good seats. I saw, actually, Tiff, someone actually posted a picture. It's funny because Conrad sent me a tweet about someone putting what the view looks like from Section 50. He's like, where are you sitting? I'm like, right there.
You showed me.
Like that section right there. And I looked, I'm like, damn, we're going to have good ass seats.
Yeah.
So if you guys are in New York and you're going to AEW Grand Slam, hit us up on the Twitter.
Yes, let's meet up. Let's do some picks. Let's get a drink.
Yeah, we're definitely going to go to a bar nearby. I don't know what's near there, so I don't know what's going
Nothing.
on. Nothing's near there. I guess we'll have to have a drink inside the stadium.
Figure something out.
There's probably bars all inside the stadium, so we'll just do that. Catch a Mets game before, because it's right next to it. I'm going to go see the Mets there, Tiffany.
I'm actually going to
see the Mets
before my birthday next month. I'm excited. But Kilroy said Tiff looking fire as always. You too, Kyle, I guess.
I never look fire. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Pass over what you're smoking. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. I was supposed to be at that Rochester show. That's what kind of sucks with me and Conrad, that we actually were supposed to be at that show, and I had to cancel it because I'm going literally on vacation the week after. So like I'm having a mini vacation, and then I come back the Monday and have my actual vacation where I go into northern Canada and hide from everybody for a week.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that.
Yeah, I do that. I get away from.
I lose him for a week. Like, where's Kyle? It's like, where's Waldo? Where's Kyle? I don't know.
But other than that, AEW has been crazy this week. There's a few things we're going to talk about. One I want to talk about right off the bat that I actually played not too long ago for like the last couple of hours. I've been playing the new AEW GM mobile game that Aubrey Edwards released, and holy crap, it's so much fun. I couldn't put it down. I almost burnt my dinner because I was playing it, and I was like addicted to it because I was going through all the tutorials, and like you see like Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, Alex Marvez, and it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. If you guys are not into mobile games, I highly suggest you download this and play it because it's really fun. I'm really into it. It's really cool. It's really arcade style. So it's like an arcade style mobile game. So if you're not used to that, be prepared, I guess. I don't know, but it's really, really cool. It's really fun. So
it's cool that they're putting out a bunch of games.
Oh, it's so much. I can't wait for the console game. That's the big thing. I can't wait for that console game. But as for other AEW stuff, Trent did go through successful neck surgery.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that.
He posted the picture
with
his neck, with the x-ray. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, with those like the screws in there, and there's that one like his selfie where he's just like he's got like a just like a blank stare.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Doc Samson released the x-ray photos, and he put good to go, but word has not been provided yet on when exactly Trent will be his in-ring return will be. He last competed on Dynamite on the April 21st episode, and that's where he lost to Penta and injured himself. So hopefully he does have a successful recovery process. You know, all thoughts and prayers are with Trent on his recovery road that starts now. So
Brad brought up the ratings this week. They were huge. They were over 1 million.
We are going to get to that. Yeah, we are going to get to that because there's a specific rating that actually I was very impressed with. Apparently, so this is news out of today, Cody Rhodes is likely to miss several upcoming weeks of AEW television. It's interesting. The Go Big, and it's because the Go Big show is back for another season. The last time the show was shot, they had quarantine in a form of strict bubble due to the pandemic. Shooting might not be as strict this time around, but Cody Rhodes is likely to miss some work. Meltzer stated that Rhodes is likely to miss several weeks of AEW tapings, so he can be the judge in the next season of the reality game show competition. Sadly, Cody won't have Snoop Dogg to hang around this time around, as originally reported on Deadline. Snoop has been replaced by DJ Khaled on the next season. So it's a 10-episode season, so that's going to be start filming in August. So I imagine, I'm either thinking that he's either going to face Aleister Black at Fight for the Fallen, or it's going to be booked for All Out, and he'll be back by All Out, and they're going to face then. So I'm interested to see, because it looks like they went full head of steam this week with this whole Cody and Malachi. Hi, I'm waving at you too, Tiff.
Hi.
No.
Hi, Cody. Hi, Cody.
So we'll see what happens with that. How's it going? Matthew Caraballo in the Facebook chat. He says, hello. Buddy Murphy. Everyone knows who Buddy Murphy is.
Yep.
Right. He's got his first post WWE match, and you're wondering why. Kyle, what are you talking about Buddy Murphy for? He's a former WWE guy. That's because he's facing an AEW star in his first post WWE match at this event on September 18th in Philadelphia. at the 2300 arena, which is the ECW arena. He's going to be facing
big-
Brian Cage.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's going to be a good match. So for
Should've got
those going
tickets
to
for
that, damn, man.
One day I'll get to that building. That's the
It's
dream.
called the
3D
Battleground.
building for me.
Yeah.
I need to get there. I have to take that infamous picture that everybody takes at the building.
So there you go. So that'll be a good match. I can't wait to see footage on that.
There's a whole bunch of AEW guys also going to Northeast Wrestling too on August 14th, my birthday. That's how I know. Private Party's going to
there you
be
go.
there. Darby Allin's going to be there. Cody's
Mhm.
going to be there. I forgot who else was going to be there, but there was, I think, Ty Conti's going to be there.
Yeah, I think I've seen that poster.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, that's my birthday. So I still left my birthday open to decide what I want to do.
Mhm.
So
So when I was talking about that New York show, apparently, according to the report, tickets for that pre-sale sold fairly well.
yeah.
So
That's
during
because
yesterday's,
we're yearning for damn wrestling here in New York. That's what it is.
so
like,
8,000 tickets were sold yesterday for that event.
Yeah.
And the venue is set to hold 16,500. So it can hold up to 19,000 if needed. So they basically almost sold half the tickets. So that's crazy. That's nuts. And I do have an update on Miro's, but if anyone's seen the updated picture from the belt designer on Twitter, the new TNT belt, they redesigned it, and
Dead?
so it would this was redesigned for Miro specifically.
Oh, okay.
So this is just a Miro belt. So it's a white strap, and where the red used to be, it's green, and it's a different side plate. So Miro, he unveiled the new TNT Championship to the world last night. The color design has changed, a mix of white, green, and red, which are the colors of the flag of Bulgaria. History has now seen Cody Rhodes, Darby Allin, and Miro all have their own spin on the color design of the TNT Championship. It's akin to the WWE Winged Eagle Championship back in the day when the champion would change the strap color to their color to the title. So Miro's newly designed AEW TNT belt was created by Belts by Dan, who is the guy on Twitter. He's created countless wrestling championships for different wrestling companies over the year. Yesterday morning, Dan revealed information regarding Miro's championship, stacked plates, dual plating. It has dual plating now, which everyone's been calling for. This is a hand. I can't even say that. I'm not even going to attempt to read that. And cut out sidebars. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, the red, green, and white is a tribute to the Bulgarian flag. So that's why it's different colored.
All right. Then that makes sense. Because I was going to say, like, we're getting another one already. Like,
so I'm wondering if that's what they're going to be doing with the TNT belt. Whoever wins it,
that's kind of cool.
It gets designed into whatever like their color is.
Mm-hmm.
So or have like their own spin on it. So that's pretty cool. I would dig that. So, whatever. Miro's still a sweet champion. But anyways, I'm gonna move on here. I was supposed to watch Dark today, and I did not.
Can we talk about RSP?
Who
was on Dark. Ricochet Page.
Okay.
Oh my God. Like, Kyle. Ricochet Page.
Okay, explain, because I think half the people don't know who that is.
Okay, Ricochet Page is part of 440H in the Indies. He's one of the biggest freaking heels that is like all over the place. Big, like Kyle, like heels wish for this fucking heat. Okay, Ricochet Page.
Okay.
Now, a couple weeks ago, I was at H2O, and if you guys saw the clip, I was doing a whole thing saying how that I was trying to get an interview with him because he doesn't do podcasts and he doesn't like talking to anybody. And I tried to get the interview, and I walked over to him, and he made a face, and he walked away from me.
Oh, he made a face. He was like,
he made a face. And then he retweeted it and said, "I don't do podcasts."
Oh.
So I was stoked. I'll be able to see him this weekend at H2O. He's the H2O champion over there. So I was really excited against Dante, and like they actually gave like a fair amount of time like with it, but in reality, like, let's be real here, Ricochet Page would have clobbered him. But not only that, let's talk about Yuta, because they freaking love Yuta. Besides, I could sit here and talk for like a fucking hour.
See, I didn't know he was a protege of the Best Friends.
Yeah, like this guy, I've been watching for a while now. Like, I need to make Kyle watch a couple of matches of like Yuta. I've seen him in person. He's got the gorgeous bridge. He's got the best bridge, Kyle. Hands down. Best bridge.
Tiff knows her bridges, folks. If you guys don't know, Tiff,
Dude,
she's all about the bridges.
Gego was all the bridge, but Yuta, how he puts on this bridge, it's serious stuff. So they really like him because now that he just like debuted on Dynamite last night is huge. I have a feeling they're going to end up signing him. He is the IWTV champion right now. So makes me wonder because I'm going to a show next month and he's supposed to defend it on the 100 episodes. So I'm wondering if that's still going to happen.
If he's going to be maybe like a replacement until Trent gets back, that could be something.
I was thinking that too, but they really like him.
Mm-hmm.
He's good. He is good.
Yeah.
Between his intergender matches and his regular match, like he's good. I killed to have.
Well, I'm sure there was a reason why he appeared on all three. Wasn't he on Elevation too? Was he on Elevation?
Yeah,
Dark
he was on
and
Elevation.
Dynamite?
They were talking, and then even the fact that Sammy even kind of gave him the thumbs up last night. So there are a lot of promise with Yuta, and I think he'd be very well in AEW.
Okay.
With all the matches that he could have, because he's such a technical guy. He's so good.
Okay.
So I was excited. So that's what I caught of Dark this week because I had to support my indies.
Yeah.
And when I start seeing people that I know, I make sure I tune into those matches.
I mean, no one's seen it yet, but I did see some clips of Thunder Rosa from Dark that was being taped last night. And she got like a massive reaction. So I can't wait to watch Dark next week from this week. But other than that,
oh wait, Cupid girl, she goes, is he MJF good? Girl, let me tell you about Ricky Shane Page. Okay, he is way over.
Wait, what's his name?
Ricky, it's RSP.
Okay,
Ricky Shane Page. All
Ricochet
right?
Page.
Like,
it sounds like you're saying Ricochet Page.
Ricky Shane Page. Okay, like Cupid, go look him up. I'm telling you, the heat that he gets. Just watch H2O alone. Like just watch Deathiversary. That was just on IWTV. I was there. There's stuff I did in the backstage. That's where he walked away from me. So go back on the Indie Talks episode for Deathiversary. So you'll watch Ricky Shane Page like giving like me crap, pretty much walking away. But he's good.
We could always use another page.
So good.
Could always use another page. You know, we got Ethan. We got Hangman. Now we can have Ricochet. Or Ricky Shane, sorry. We can have all the pages and cages in a match, and it's just going to be
he'll be
nuts.
on JCW next week, too, with our girl, Billy Starks, so who's been on the podcast as well. So you can watch that free on YouTube next Saturday. So
all right.
I'll be there. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry. I said I could talk about it for a while. Like
we're going to talk about Dynamite. Last night was Fighter Fest Night Uno. Man, last night's episode was really good, and I was saying this to a couple of my friends. I was feeling extremely hype from I don't remember the last time where I sat down and watched a show and I was left hype after every match, every segment from start to finish.
Right.
Like AEW's had really good shows before, but I think they knocked it way out of the park with this one, and the rating showed that because they scored a 1.025. And the most important part here. So we're not the podcast to throw shots here, but they beat Monday Night Raw this week in the 18 to 49 demographic. Yeah. That is insane. So, oh my God, neighbors are doing a lawnmower right now. Right now, you guys, it's freaking 7:26. Y'all doing the lawnmower out there. Unbelievable.
You're good.
I can hear it.
I don't hear
That's why.
and
it's bugging me. I'm like, you're picking now. You've had all day, and you pick now to do the lawnmower at 7:26 at night. Who does that? You know, it's 7 o'clock, and you're done making dinner. You throw shit in the dishwasher. You know what? Now's a good time as ever to do the lawn. Fuck out of here, man. You can't wait till another day. Anyway, sorry for the rampage, guys. But
let me just say this about Dynamite last night. It was funny because as I was watching, I was like, "There's a lot of segments and less wrestling on this last night," and it was funny because like I wanted to watch more wrestling, but everything that we got as a whole was completely building storylines last night. That's like really what I got off the episode.
We had 6 matches though.
I know, but but when you're watching like the first hour, it was like really like only like 2 matches. It was a lot more of promos and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, give me more wrestling. But like I said, at the end of the day, like each story, like each, person, whatever, he was building the story last night. So I'm good with that. But I just felt like I had to like bring that up because that's how I felt about last night's episode. But oof.
I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It was like I said, originally I was just like, damn, I want more wrestling. But at the same time, too, they did such a great job of building to what's coming up for the next couple of weeks.
And nothing. I was trying to like do my notes last night, and I couldn't overanalyze because I was just too hyped because everything was happening. Yeah. I was getting like, I'm like, hey, I had, after the segment was done, I had to like hope for a commercial so I can like digress because like I was just on the edge of my seat all fucking night last night.
You know what we forgot to talk about? The fact that I officially joined the Dark Order.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up.
Me and Kyle were talking about this the other day, and I forgot about it. I officially joined the Dark Order because I was at NFW this weekend, and Five was there wrestling against Vinny Pacifico, and it got like quiet, and he was in the ring in the corner, and I'm like, "Can I join the Dark Order?" And he's like, "Yes," and I'm like, and then there's a tweet about it too, and he actually like I was like, "Oh, I asked him if I can join the Dark Order," and people were like, "Well, what did he say?" And he retweeted. He was like, "I said yes." So I'm officially a part of the Dark Order.
So there you have it, folks. Tiff's joined the Dark Order officially, so we're gonna have to get you. Have to get you dressed like that for New York.
When it's on YouTube this Saturday, I won't be able to clip it Saturday, but I'm sure somebody will tag me in it. But I will make sure that I clip it for you guys so you guys can see that I joined the Dark Order.
You need to dress in Dark Order merch, all merch at the New York show, and we need to get you a sign that says "Recruited by Five."
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool in the chat there. Kilroy saying, my oldest son watched with me last night, and he never watched before. He said Christian and Matt Hardy was his favorite match. That's pretty cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bonding. I love it.
It's awesome because I hear more and more, just more people who like either never watched wrestling before and is watching it for the first time and loving it, or people who used to watch wrestling and stopped and now have said like AEW's reignited their love for professional wrestling again. That's why I love to hear that. That's why me and Tiff do this thing for AEW. Tiffany could easily just do her indie shit and she'd be fine on her own by doing that. I could be just doing my gaming stuff and doing my wrestling game, and I could be fine just doing that. But we come out here to do AEP while Tiff waves at the camera and gets unblurred all the time. We come on here because we love AEW, and it is literally, truly an amazing thing, and we love doing a podcast about it. So, and we hope that you guys love it too. I mean, you guys keep showing up, so I hope you guys love it. But anyways, this Cupid girl saying, what's funny is that last time Tiff didn't want to be in the Dark Order because of the Creepers. Oh yeah, I remember that when AEW first started. They got rid of the Creepers though. They fired their asses.
Creepers. Yeah, they got rid of the Creepers. I want to hang out with John Silver. And
I'm glad to. It was kind of lame. I really wasn't a fan of the Creepers. I just liked making fun of them because of you. But AEW last night, fantastic. They had a sweet opening. They opened up perfectly, and like the crowd was hot. And last night, man, Texas, they were on fire. And like they opened up, like when Justin Roberts said like the following contest for the IWGP, and the crowd just went nuts. And Moxley comes out, and they went absolutely like, man, Moxley's reaction. This guy is literally the best. Like he is the top star in the damn world right now, Jon Moxley, and he's literally the face of this company. What a reaction! I know he's got a head shave now. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, man. He's joining the ball club here. Come on, hey, Conrad in the chat knows about it. Come on, Conrad. He's got to join our club, bud. One of us. Anyways, Moxley hitting the Rainmaker was one thing that I caught at the end there. Do you see that? Yeah. And I was like, what are you doing? Why'd you hit the Rainmaker? You throwing shots? We're throwing shots. Is Okada gonna show? I bet you, at that freaking New Japan show. At that New Japan show. At he's defending his IWGP Heavyweight title. What if Okada comes out after and challenges Moxley?
I love that we had like New Japan rules for this.
That was cool.
20 count. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were doing a lot of
honored. The respect.
they're doing a lot of things that was New Japan-esque too. But next week is the big thing. So like, they had Lance Archer cut a promo after this, and he brought up like a year, it was a year ago that like Moxley took the belt away from the IWGP belt away from Lance Archer, and he wants a rematch. And you know what? Since it was a Texas Death Match last time, let's make it a Texas Death Match this time in AEW. Yeah. Next week for the IWGP, so it's 2 weeks in a row. Moxley's going to face Carl Anderson. Now he's going to face Lance Archer in a Texas Death Match.
Yes.
Like
tubes.
This one's a little tough because
this is instead of light tubes, you're getting whacked with a cat.
I weirdly can see though Archer winning.
No way.
I don't know.
No way.
What else is Archer doing right now on AEW TV?
No way.
He could win it and then go over to New Japan and do some stuff. Tiff, you got to remember, this is not just contracted to AEW. People can go and do other things.
Not happening.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it, and when it happens next week, what are you gonna do? If it happens next week, what are you gonna come on here and say?
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing? You're saying you're going nothing? No, not happening.
Not happening. I agree with Brad in chat. He thinks that Moxley will defend it at All Out. It's gonna be a big show.
All Out.
Yeah, that he dropped. Maybe he'll drop that belt. Maybe boy comes out, they defends it there. Maybe imagine like an open challenge.
I wonder.
Imagine like Jay White comes out or something like that. Something crazy.
The Forbidden Door now is going to be opening even more now, and this is insane that the IWGP belt is being defended 2 weeks in a row. I don't think we've ever seen it defended 2 weeks in a row before on AEW TV. So this is good.
Which
is
great sign. Because you have people that are associated as believable with the whole New Japan that would go back over there. So why not defend it here? I like it.
Why not? I'm just saying that this is new. Like I know he's loading. I know Tony Khan's loading the shows, but this has got to mean something. If they haven't defended it twice in the show before, now they're all of a sudden defending it 2 weeks in a row. It's got to mean something here.
Keep a girl
So Andrade was backstage. This was interesting. It just popped the crowd and it popped me. So
yeah,
like he pulls out like the iPad and has the Death Triangle logo on it and goes, "Where is it? I'm looking for them." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." But it wasn't clear. I'm wondering, is he looking for them because he wants to like face Pac or Penta or Ray Phoenix, or does he want to like talk to them about maybe joining the faction of Death Triangle? If they added Andrade, holy shit!
Man,
I saw someone theorize that Andrade's gonna look to kick Pac out and take over the Death Triangle, and it'd be Andrade with Penta and Ray Phoenix. Holy moly!
Just think of the matches that we could get with him.
Yeah,
insanity.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
With it.
Okay. In the chat, April, if that ever happened, I might get legit. You'll get legit man tears coming out of my eyes if that ever happened. So
yeah.
Yeah. And that she's talking about, and the audio listener, she's talking about Coda showing up to complete the story with Kenny. I know the story is going to be completed with those two. It's going to happen, but when that happens, I won't be prepared.
We'll send you a box of tissues.
Yeah. Please. Ricky Starks and Brian Cage face each other.
Before you even go into this, because I
didn't even say FTW Championship yet.
You didn't even need to, because I was so damn distracted by freaking Ricky Starks like gear, because I couldn't figure out if I liked it or if I didn't like it, but I felt like I had a pair of them myself for me.
I wasn't even paying attention to that. I don't even remember what he wore, to be honest.
I couldn't focus on it. You can ask April. April's in chat, because I kept talking about this with her, and I kept talking about it with Metal last night, and I'm like, I can't decide. Like, I was so fixated on his gear because I couldn't decide if I liked it or not.
And that's right. I forgot. Cuba Girl in chat. He did say he had an announcement about the Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
And we remember he was dressed kind of like Naito last week. So I don't know if Naito has. I don't know if I can't say their faction name. You guys know Naito's faction. I don't know if this has something to do with that. That'd be pretty cool. Like maybe like Andrade, like fantasy book here. If he like called out the Death Triangle and like, Naito's group shows up out of nowhere to back up Andrade. That would be pretty dope. That would be insane. I'm just going to call him what Brett said, LIJ. But yeah, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, FTW Championship. Unreal match. This is an unreal match. Crowd was so behind Ricky. Ricky getting that hometown love. He's going to be an absolute star one day. And I was shocked. I honestly sat here and thought, damn, how is he recovered this quick? And damn, he had a full-out match with Brian Cage. So damn, man, he recovered well. Very, very well. Good for him. I like the whole ending where Hobbs kind of faked getting pissed at him, and that was kind of like the distraction. When the referee was distracted, he hit Cage with the belt. Starks won the FTW belt. Crowd went nuts, and then they left Cage behind. They left him behind. So I mean, this has got to be, that's it. And then Cage was talking about this was going to be like the re-debut of Brian Cage. So I'm almost certain this means he's out of Team Taz. Like, he's done. So
stay tuned.
We'll see. We shall see. This was a pretty cool segment. I really popped for this. So Cody just comes out of nowhere. He's like running, like panting back and forth.
20-minute entrance.
I was going like, what the hell's going on here? What is he like running around? And he grabs the commentary mic and he's yelling at Malachi. Then he grabs the actual mic, goes over the ring. He begs Malachi to get to the ring, saying like, this is fighter, so let's get this going. Let's fight. And then the lights go out. So Aleister Black, I'm going to make that mistake for a while now. So when Malachi Black cuts this promo, I didn't catch it. I had to go on Twitter and find out because when I heard the promo, I'm like, why does this promo sound so familiar? Like, I'm like, why? And then Cody like got triggered by it. It's because Cody cut like a similar promo with like almost the same words on Dustin Rhodes before the first Double or Nothing. And I'm like, oh, see, look at this shit. This is what we can expect out of Malachi Black. He's going to be given full creative freedom. And this guy is a beast when he creates his own character and shit like this. And I was like, damn. And then like Cody's like begging him to come to the ring. He's like, I was hoping you'd say that. And lights go out and he appears in the ring. I'm like,
that was so awesome.
Holy fucking shit. I was losing my head. I was going nuts. And then Cody is on all white and Aleister Black is dressed in all black. Like the little subtle little things they were doing. Amazing. I'm like, this is definitely what Cody needed, though. He was like in a rut with the whole QT Marshall thing. He was literally going nowhere. This was so cool. So cool, and I cannot wait.
Even though QT wasted coffee later down in the segment, I was pissed. Like, why you waste coffee, man?
Was that coffee?
Why you waste coffee?
I thought it was like protein drink.
No, that was
because it was in a shaker cup, so that's what I guessed. It was in those when you put the protein in the shaker cups after the gym and
rude.
Have your little protein shake. But this is definitely what Cody needed. I was pumped, and I'm so excited for Malachi Black. I heard his theme song, which is pretty cool. If you guys YouTube his theme song, he was actually on a podcast and he played the song for them. It's pretty hardcore. It's more hardcore than his WWE theme, but I think it suits him just well, especially the beginning of it. I can't wait till we see the full-on entrance of Malachi Black with the effects. I guarantee he comes out of the same ramp that Cody Rhodes comes out of. I'm calling it right now. I don't think he comes out of a tunnel. He's not a tunnel entrance kind of guy. I have a feeling like because the WWE entrance was so cool and unique, they're going to try to do something not similar, but you know what I mean? It's going to be he's like going to come out of the ground kind of thing. It's going to be something cool. And I can't wait till they do that. But before we have a commercial break here, we're going to talk about Hangman's in-ring segment because this was so cool. So when Hangman came out, big ovation. His match card thing or his nameplate says feeling weird. I was like, what does that mean? Feeling weird. But he's pumped. He wants to challenge for the world title. He's like, Dark Order's right. I want to challenge for that world title. I'm like, it's about fucking time. And he wants to do it tonight. But then Don Callis got the way they did this promo was so well done. And it was so perfectly timed to the way Hangman talked about wanting the match and Don Callis cutting him off and getting that natural heat. Mm-hmm. This was so good. And they kept saying, like, he's not the guy. And then your boy Matt is like, nah, I'm going to go tell it to his face. And I'm like, oh, okay. He gets in the ring. He talks about, like, Hangman abandoning them. Matt, cuts a pretty deep promo on him, calls him the next wrestling tragedy, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, they nailed this fucking promo. And then Hangman started attacking Matt. Then Kenny was ready to hit Hangman. The Dark Order came for the save, and then the promo continued. And I was like, okay. Hangman says he wants a match. Kenny says, I'll accept your match, but first we have to have our match, and that's me and my boys, and you're on your boys. 5-on-5 elimination match, Elite versus Dark Order.
Love it.
And Hangman says, you know what? If we win, Dark Order gets a tag team title match.
I feel like this is where this is going to that build that's when the belts are going to change. And I really didn't think that, but like the storyline, the way that it's going, it really seems like, imagine, but how huge would that be for the Young Bucks to drop it to Dark Order, though?
That's interesting. I'm
interested. I didn't think about this.
This
wasn't even a contender.
But if they do, is it going to be Freebird style, or what two do you pick? Is it Grayson and Uno naturally because they were a tag team to start it, or you know what I mean? Like it's or is it gonna is Johnny Hungy going to be ready to go?
Like I would imagine Silver and Reynolds take that, which would be huge.
Yeah.
And that's the way to build it, because I've been saying for weeks on this podcast, I'm like, Ortiz and Santana need to take this, or
it's not a problem. They have too many good teams that, you know what I mean?
No,
they have too many good teams that deserve the belt. So that, right. I mean, that's not a problem. That's a good thing. That means you have a stacked division that so many teams deserve the belt right now, or could use the belt right now. It's insane.
But I feel like this would just elevate it even more, because I feel like it wasn't even a contender in our heads. Not saying that they're, not good teams like what we're saying. They are a good team, but I feel like that they weren't even considered a contender to take the belt, that we're automatically thinking Ortiz and Santana or, so. But again, like I said, the way that it seems like it's been going, and we've been talking about this the last couple of weeks of our build to All Out, and I feel like that's what's going to happen. And I really think that that's where the story is going at All Out. I think we're going to get a bunch of belt changes.
Yeah, this is interesting because as the promo went on, Kenny accepted it, but he's like,
right.
If they lose their if we lose this 5-on-5, if you guys lose this 5-on-5, they lose their tag team title shot, and you lose your world title shot.
Right.
So I'm very interested to see when this goes down. I don't know if this is going to be at next week, or is it going to be a fight for the Fallen, I'm assuming.
Look what Conrad just said in the chat. He goes, Santana and Ortiz win at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Bookmark.
Oh, man, we're going to be there.
Yo, New York will pop so loud. Us New Yorkers, we loud, okay? Yeah. So
it'll be interesting.
I'd be for that, too. I don't know. I'm kind of going on this train right now. I'm kind of thinking Dark Order All Out with Hangman Page. That's how I feel like it's going. So, but go ahead. Let's move on.
So the world title has to be defended. It's almost now most likely confirmed that it's going to be defended at at All Out.
Yeah.
And I've been sitting here trying to wonder if it's at All Out. This is interesting because I think with the rumor right now of who AEW has in the back pocket ready to sign, I think they'd be pushed towards a Kenny Omega right away. But I don't know if that's a belted Kenny Omega and or a non-belted Kenny Omega. And I'm referring to one Bryan Danielson, because the rumors have heated up a lot in the next week. This past week, the rumors have heated up a lot of Bryan Danielson going to AEW. And if that is the case, man, we've heard a lot of good pops in the last couple of weeks, AEW. But as soon as Daniel Bryan shows up, the arena is going to lose their effing minds and will not stop cheering. The yes chants are going to be absolutely deafening. So we'll see what happens with that. But before we get anywhere else, guys, I remembered I marked it right here. We're going to get to our sponsored commercial. It's what you guys all come here for. It is the Manscaped commercial done by Ron Dusty Rhodes, baby. Let's get to it.
For Kyle.
Today's special product, Manscaped.
Are you looking like a Sasquatch around your crotch? Well, don't just take it from us. Take it from WWE Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes.
Listen, Daddy. If the dream knows about anything, it is Manscaped. Manscaped, and I used to cruise down the boulevard with Sapphire with my balls looking like a Thanksgiving Day turkey, baby. They were so smooth and nice, and I did it by using the Lawnmower 3.0, daddy. And the best thing about it, moisture resistant, waterproof, daddy. I'm talking about my nuts used to look like a water slide, baby. Not anymore, because the hair is gone. It looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's head. It is so nice, baby. Don't leave you downstairs looking dusty. Take it from the dream.
Nothing means nothing without Manscapes, brother, yeah.
And now, a song from the Jobbers.
Don't rub me the wrong way. I've been chafing all day. I need a Manscaped. When it hurts real bad and you can smell my ass, I need a Manscaped. Don't sweat it. I need a Manscaped. Don't sweat it. Ooh, I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. Yeah. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, don't regret it.
Don't sweat it. Oh, I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. Yeah.
Need the Manscaped.
That's right. Don't we all need a Manscaped? And again, save 20% and free shipping at checkout, everybody, by using the code SHAVEAEP20 at checkout at manscaped.com. But I'm going to continue on here with the Dynamite Fighter Fest review. Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. 23 years in the making match. If you guys didn't see it, they had like a 5-minute promo put on Twitter before AEW started, and it was so good. It got me hyped. They went through the whole history. They had like very old clips of like them two like on the road before WWE and getting like in the indie days, and oh, it was so good. Like I love the promo teams for AEW, and it got me hype. And this was such a great match for the fact alone that the in-ring storytelling for this match was on point, and they killed it. Both of them absolutely killed this match. And there was a few times that like the near falls at the end got me, because there was a few of them where I'm like, okay, this is definitely going to be it, right? This is, this is not really like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this just makes sense for the ending, and they did it. And then Christian eventually hit the kill switch, and wow. What a match.
Yeah.
So good for those two guys. I don't know where Christian goes from here. Not really sure what's going on with Matt Hardy after this, but we shall see in the upcoming weeks.
You didn't talk about your boy, Sean Spears, hitting Jericho with the chair.
Sean Spears hit Jericho in the chair in the throat area, and MJF revealed that it's going to be Sean Spears is going to be the first trial, the trials of Jericho, whatever they're calling it. Jericho's got to go through like the 5 things, and I don't know how I'm blanking on the name, but he's going to face Sean Spears next week, and the stipulation is that Sean Spears, being the chairman, can use a chair, but Jericho cannot. So I love that. That is a excellent concept.
Your boy is such a jobber.
What do you mean he's such a jobber?
He's going down next week. He's always going down.
Well, anybody that's going to face, that means anyone that faces Jericho in the next couple of weeks is instantly a jobber then.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't call him a jobber. That's a little harsh.
Okay. Sean Spears is a jobber though.
No. Not even close. We're going to move on now. So Miro, he debuted the new TNT belt. Again, like I said earlier in the show, white strap, green and red. It's reminiscent of the Bulgarian flag.
See, even Diva says it too. He's a jobber, Kyle.
He is not a jobber. Leave my boy alone. Leave my fucking boy alone, man.
It's okay. Just because he's from Canada.
Leave my fucking boy alone.
I know that's your number one husband. I get it. It's okay.
I've known him since he was in his younger 20s, man. Kyle. Leave him alone.
It's okay.
God damn it. I'm getting his tattoo soon, all right? Fuck sakes. It's gonna go right here. It's gonna be that maple leaf. His maple leaf logo is going right here.
Look, I love him. Okay.
And I'm gonna show him when I meet him. Be like, look what I did for you.
Just accept. Oh my God, I so want to be there for that when you like see him and like, look for you, number one husband.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go like.
You so are. You're such a liar.
No, I'm gonna cry when Abaddon's there, and I'm gonna book it the other way.
And then when I'm with you, when you go talk to him, I'm gonna be like, he really wants to meet Abaddon, like so bad, like he loves her, like he has to meet her.
You're losing your mind. Anywho, Rihu. I wonder if there's gonna be meet and greets.
I know he loves his shorts.
I wonder if there's gonna be meet and greets at Arthur Ashe.
I'm sure there will be. I'm sure. And I'm telling you right now, if Abaddon is there, we are so meeting her, and I'm making footage for the network. So
we'll see.
No. Hold the phone. You agreed.
Oh no.
To my signature thing. Okay.
No. Was it that TikTok song?
Oh my God, we.
That one got we. I haven't seen that in so long. But anyways, Rihu, Britt Baker had an in-ring promo. Okay, so Baker literally had 30 seconds on her promo and fucking killed it. This was like, man, she's just, what's the guy from Zoolander?
Damn it.
It's not. I wanted to say Magneto. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
That guy, you know what I'm talking. Will Ferrell's character. Anyways, and he's like, "Oh, Hansel's so hot right now. We have that Baker is so hot right now, dude. Anything she touches, she grabs the mic, cuts a promo, instantly, like, bam, it's hot. It's hot. This was so good, and like, this was a little weird. So like, Mugatu, that's it. Thank you, Brad. Mugatu. God damn it, I can't believe I forgot that. But like after like Britt cut the promo, they like cut to like Nyla Rose and Vicky talking.
Yeah.
But the crowd was so hot and loud for Britt, it like drowned both of them out. And I'm like,
Good.
oh my God, this is too perfect. Good. Like poor them, because like they couldn't, like they were trying hard to cut their promo, but like the crowd was so loud that it cut right over them. And man, Britt's just gonna be that champion that's gonna be a bitch, but also be is going to be a fan favorite, because there's no way she can be a heel. She's going to get a cheered reaction no matter what now. It's done.
Yeah. I love it. I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, damn, I was like, she's a heel, but everybody fucking loves her. It's great.
Like she can sit there and make fun of the crowd, and it's gotten to the point now where they're going to accept it.
Yeah. Like
she can call them idiots, and then they'll chant, "We are idiots." Like it's at that point. So anyways, I think the only way that they would ever get like real heat is if like there was a hometown hero that she came out and just absolutely demolished, like either in a promo or in a match. I think that's the only way she's gonna get like real heat, I think, or some kind of heat. But anyways, Sammy G faced your boy Yuta.
Yes.
This is a great match. This is a really good match. This is Yuta's Dynamite debut.
Was that the first time you saw Yuta?
So I was supposed to watch him on Dark and Elevation.
I know that. I know, because I told you need to watch it, but like this was the first time that you actually watched him, right? Yeah. What did you think?
I thought he was good. He kept up with Sammy.
Yeah.
It's tough because Sammy is just.
But Yuta, like, and it's funny because it's like Yuta's really good.
See,
like,
you have the history of watching him, so like I'm going into that match going, okay, this is just a rando, and I'm not really paying attention to him. Like I saw. He kept up with Sammy and he put on a good match, but Sammy naturally got the win.
Yeah.
Great hometown reaction by Sammy too. Got a really good pop, and he went with the GTH. It was a good match.
And Sammy gave the thumbs up. But again, I need more bridges, so bring back Yuta every freaking week, and I'm all for it.
More of the bridges.
So Kyle, Kyle knows, like, it's very particular of who I get nuts about, and Darby Allin was one. Orange Cassidy was another one. So now I'm doing this to him again with Yuta. So I'm going to make Kyle watch more Yuta matches. So
Yuta man, Tiff.
Yes. So yeah, I agree. Matt also said you need to watch Yuta versus Lee Moriarty. It's when he won the belt. Like, so good. And I like this match with Trish Adora. Okay, now we can move on.
Okay, so Penelope Ford faced Yuka Sakazaki. Yuka, okay, I don't think there's anything more cuter in the entire world than Yuka Sakazaki. You cannot point me in the direction of anything cuter than Yuka Sakazaki. Okay? She is adorable. And I'm glad we're getting more Penelope. Yuka with a huge win. I did not think Yuka was going to win this match. I know, like, she's a signed AEW talent. They really love her, but I did not see her winning over Ford here.
Yeah.
Damn, but the crowd was so behind Yuka too, man. Like, she got a very nice reaction. And I was like, okay. Like, I don't know how long Yuka's here for. I don't know if she's just here for a couple of weeks and going back. I know, like, Japan's, like, in a state of emergency, but, yeah, Yuka looked good too, man. Yuka looked very good in this match. Both girls looked phenomenal.
Penelope Ford's makeup last night.
Yeah.
So nice.
Then we got the whole rundown of the matches next week. So, like, next week we got the Texas Death Match. We got Orange Cassidy versus The Blade next week in one-on-one action. Jericho and Shawn Spears. We got Britt Baker and Nyla Rose for the women's title next week too. So night 2 next week is going to be very, very, very exciting. I cannot wait for that. And then we had our main event, a coffin match. Not a casket match, but a coffin match. And they brought the coffin out there. Nice looking coffin. I thought it was good. They actually had the sentence that Darby has tattooed on himself, on his chest, I believe, on the coffin, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this was a really, really good match. Like, they went everywhere. They fought through the crowd. They pretty much tore the ring upside down. And like, they even had the one spot where Scorpio was in the casket, which I thought it was going to be Sting, to be honest, because I seen them. When they're carrying that casket out, you could tell if you just look closely to people carrying it that they're stiff.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know it's heavy. And so Scorpio ended up being in it, and we didn't get no Sting. I thought for sure. Oh no, we did get a Sting. Sorry,
We did get Sting. Sting came out and took out Scorpio.
Can't believe I forgot that.
And
But
then
we
they
didn't
went
get
into the crowd.
We didn't get any snow though. Which
I know. Thank God.
For
There
now.
was none in the budget
For now.
this week. I was actually
For
happy.
Now. For now, there's no
So, but I like that. I like, me personally, like I said, I like when you go into the crowd, you're getting that crowd interaction because they're feeding off of us, we're feeding off of them. So I liked it that we got that, and I loved when Darby jumped off and Ethan Page grabbed him.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
can you imagine the pictures that people have of that shot, like right
Yeah.
there?
Well, I mean, everyone's on their phones now when you go into the
Yeah.
crowd. I mean,
That's me. No, Brad. No.
to save the snow for the New York show.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna have big machines in the rafters, and it's gonna pour down over the whole stadium.
Kyle, so like if that happens, I need to be sitting in the
You need to bring,
aisle
like, an
because
umbrella.
I'm gonna get up and walk away. Okay, like
you
seriously.
bring an umbrella and hold it up like this.
No snow.
It's gonna happen, Tiff. We don't even know.
No.
We don't even know if Sting's gonna be there. So
Well,
anyways,
hopefully not.
The end of this match is insane. So like Darby ended up winning, but then like he's like, nah, I'm not done yet. So he
Oh my
positions
God,
a
that was
coffin.
Perfect ending.
And I'm like, hey, where's he going? And he goes up to the top rope, and he literally, Darby, this is how much of a lunatic this guy is. He does a coffin drop onto a coffin and goes through it. And I'm like, imagine being Ethan Page in there and having to wait for the spot to happen and like trying to brace yourself and get into a right position, because that was no padded coffin, ladies and gentlemen. This was not one of those padded casket matches in WWE. This was legit a coffin. When you open up the inside, all you saw was wood. There was no padding at all. None. Zero. So I don't know what I was looking at. Honestly, don't know what I was looking at. I was like, what the fuck? He does a coffin drop, and then like Ethan Page was like, that must have hurt so much. Darby Allin, why?
Love it.
Would you do that? But crazy way to end Dynamite. I was actually on the Bob Culture podcast earlier this week, and I was like, can you imagine if like Ethan wins and then like sets the casket on fire to Darby? I'm like, that's something they probably would have done. They could have done something like that. Would have been cool. But this was an awesome ending. Awesome ending to Dynamite. Such a good episode. Cannot wait for Fyter Fest Night 2 next week. And we end off the month of July with Fight for the Fallen. Again, on the road to All Out. All Out's going to be amazing. All Out is sold out officially, which is nuts. They need to start going to the United Center, because clearly they sell out that building every time. They sold out every All Out they've gone to. So why can literally you can go to a bigger arena now. The height for AEW now is to a point where they can start going to these like NHL arenas.
Yeah, but it's
and can do well. Even if they couldn't sell as many tickets, Tiff.
It's symbolic to them, no matter what.
I know the now arena because it used to be the Sears Center.
Yeah.
So for the other pay-per-views and stuff, then for Dynamites, they can start going. You guys can start going now.
They said that. They said that they were going to continue their all out over there. So it's too symbolic not to do it there.
Although I did enjoy, like last night's Dynamite obviously wasn't a big stadium, but for the arena they are in, I liked it. It looked like a full arena. Like it wasn't obviously like the 3-tiered arenas, but for what it was great. The crowd sounds great in those arenas too. So I think I'm on I'm on the either way kind of train. Like I'd like it either way, but man, it just shows you like how popular, how crazy AEW is that they sold out All Out in 1 freaking hour. 1 hour they sold All Out.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. So Northeast Wrestling just dropped that Paul White's gonna be at Northeast Wrestling.
Oh, like wrestling? Or just gonna be there?
I think it's just gonna be there. I know that I've done Northeast Wrestling before. Okay, so who's gonna be there from AEW is Matt Hardy, Cody Rhodes, Darby Allin, Tay Conti, Private Party, Eddie Kingston, and Sammy Guevara.
Wow.
Yeah.
Insane. You know who I was surprised didn't show up last night, but might show up next week?
Who?
Mark Henry, because he's from Texas. I was like, come out and do like unless he's gonna be on Darker Elevation next week. Because I don't know, I didn't really look to see if Mark Henry came out at all. But if he didn't, I'm like, hey, why is he not like coming out to make like an appearance or something? You know what I mean? Like do like an in-ring segment to hype up Rampage because he's gonna be like a coach scout kind of thing on Rampage. So I mean, they had a Rampage commercial last night, which looked pretty dope. I had Rampage, like that commercial was so good. And speaking of Rampage, Tiff, there's actually a little bit of an update on Rampage today. Britt Baker was on Busted Open Radio, and she said that the women's division is very excited for the debut of Rampage. More matches and stories will definitely be happening on national TV because of Rampage. Awesome. So everyone wanting the women's stories and more matches, it's coming. Rampage is around the corner. We're going to start getting them. Actually, it's like literally 2 weeks after Fight for the Fallen that it debuts. So it's literally around the corner. So there you go. Oh, your birthday is on the Saturday?
14. Yeah, 14.
So it literally is on the day that Kenny Omega and Andrade face each other for the AAA belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am excited. Great episode of Dynamite last night, folks. Can't wait for next week's Fyter Fest night. But other than that, a little bit of an update on the network, guys. Again, if you want to support us on No Holds Barred Network, myself and Tiff, we run this wrestling network. We have a Patreon page, patreon.com/No Holds Barred Network. You can sign up as little as $1 a month, where we do cool things like the Free For All show, where actually we're recording one right after this podcast. I finally got my crate in. We're doing the Hawaiian Snacks episode of Free For All, where myself and Tiff are going to sit on here. We're going to try out some Hawaiian snacks. Yes. And for your enjoyment, show our reactions to these snacks. So that'll be happening on the Patreon page. Again, patreon.com/No Holds Barred Network. Settle those $1 a month. Supports the network and gets you cool exclusive
Leroy
content
in the
like
chat.
that.
How are ya?
Hello, Leroy. Leroy Wilson.
Yes. That's Nasty Leroy.
Okay, Nasty Leroy. Hello.
Yes.
You nasty.
I hope to see you next weekend in AC.
But yeah, so there's that. Tiffany just did her 100th episode of the Under the Ropes series, where she interviews indie talent. She brought back Anthony Gangone, who is the first episode of Under the Ropes. So go check that out. It's live on the channel now. If you guys are rewatching this video, thank you very much. If you're watching live, thank you very much. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. 2 things that are completely free for you guys to do and supports us in the chartable side of things. You guys, you're on audio listeners. Thank you so much for downloading the episode. Thank you guys for listening. If you're on Apple Podcasts, do us a big favor and give us a 5-star rating. You guys can find all our audio platforms by searching up the No Holds Barred Network on your audio platform and finding this podcast and all the other wonderful podcasts. We do really appreciate everyone that has done that so far. And just a big thank you to everyone. Shout outs to Darren of This Wolf, who does our official theme song, which is Dead to Me. You hear that in the intro, and you see the video at the beginning and the end. Shout out to my buddy Anthony DiStefano, Game of Ant on Twitch, who did the Manscaped commercial. And we love all you guys out there that come and support us, that watch the show live, watch it back. Thank you so much for the support, guys. When you're sharing our tweets and everything, it's what your guys' support is what keeps myself and Tiff going here in the All Elite Podcast. And again, we're going to be in New York for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. If you're there, hit us up. Let's meet and greet. Let's chat wrestling in person. Let's have a drink. Let's eat some food. Let's just have fun. We're friendly people. We don't bite.
I don't know. I might bite.
Okay, Tiff might bite. So we'll just stand back from Tiff. Keep the COVID distance away from Tiff. She won't bite you. Other than that, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of the Tiff's laughing, the All Elite Podcast right here on the No Holds Barred Network. We are your source for all wrestling podcast content and more. I am your host, as always, the self-proclaimed greatest host, the Canadian Prince. My name is Kyle Masters, and I'm always joined by my co-host. She's the EVP Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, the Queen of the Indies, the Lady of the Light Tubes herself. That's Tiffany. Oh, my God. I had like a weird frog in my throat there. Hang on. Okay, I'm good.
You good?
I think so.
Say goodbye, Kyle.
I'm trying to say goodbye. I'm trying to get the because my soundboard is not working today. I'm trying to get the Kenny Omega thing up here, and I found it right here. So as always, folks, we're gonna let our fantastic friend Kenny Omega sign us off here, and we will see you guys next week right back here for the next episode of the All Elite Podcast. Kenny Omega, take it away, my friend.
Bye. And good night. Goodbye.